Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for Pisces for Uranus retrograde, and I'm excited to be here. Not Uranus retrograde, Uranus and Taurus. I know it started already, Pisces, but I just thought I would do this. This is a good time to do it once we're in the energy already. It's a 7-year transit, so it's not like you're going to miss it. And this reading is for you if you are a sun, moon, or rising Pisces. Let's take a look at your first card, patience. So I think that whatever is coming to you, you need to be patient. I feel like you've been patient already, though. Like you've been patient for a while. The Uranus and Taurus is in your third house of communication. Listen and pay attention to new ways of conveying what you want the world to bring to you. Then we have the fifth chakra, the Archangel Gabriel, which is communication. So the third house is the house of communication here. Since we're talking about it, I'll turn on the chart. So here is Uranus in your third house of communication. This is the third chakra, the fifth chakra, the chakra of communication, the throat chakra. And I feel like it's time to pay a little bit of attention or go slow with regard to communicating information. First, pay attention to what you see and then communicate it very, forthright manner without any kind of, it's very black and white, sort of like when you see it, that's when you communicate it. There's no nuance to it. There's no metaphor. It is what it is. So you have to wait for the right time to say what you're going to say. The next message is the garden and the gate. You want to get into something. Oh, you want to get into something or get somewhere. And I feel like, I feel as though you're being kept from it, and you have been kept from it from some time. As you can see, I have limited transits here just to keep it simple. This covers a 7-year period. So at first in 2019 and 2020, there's an emphasis in your 11th house of friendship. That is something that you are releasing, old attachments that are no longer serving you, old relationships that are not serving you. And then we have the North Node in Cancer in your 5th house of your desire and where you want to go. I feel like where you want to go is different than where you are, and I feel like there is a little bit of a separation from feeling like you can get there because other energies, other people have gotten in the way of what you truly want. And so that's the garden and the gate. You in some way want to speak into reality which direction you want to go. However, I do feel like maybe the truth that you are speaking may not be necessarily like good to be too quick with. Okay, carrying connections, patience. So something, there's a connection, there's a love connection here, a romantic or relationship connection that isn't coming together fast enough for you. Whether you know the person or not, it's not coming fast enough for you. And I feel like you want to say something. However, there's a lot of indication here that you may want to wait as you figure out direction. Hey girl, hey, look at that. That's exactly what we were kind of saying. It's a confirmation. So be patient with your relationships. If you don't have a relationship and you're kind of thinking to yourself like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen, Veroosh? Then just kind of give it some room to grow. Give it some room to come together. It will come together in some way. You just have to be patient and continue in the process that you are going in. I think the advice here is don't say anything. Don't say anything until you know the facts and figures, until you know you can say in a kind of black and white manner, this is what I want, this is the direction I'll take. Now the North Node will move into Gemini in May 2020. So over the next several years, the North Node will actually create a conjunction with Uranus in about 5 years. So for now, you want to just pace yourself and choose wisely when you say what and to whom. Deep freeze, okay? There's a lot of messages that I'm getting for you right now, and I'll tell you what they are. I feel like you are getting iced out of circumstances a lot, and even within relationships, You feel like you are being iced out and kept out from relationships that you want to see happen. And that's troublesome for you. I feel like you feel that life in general, not just specific people, are not giving you the relationships that you want. And I feel like you need to tweak your direction. Either change the sign that you're looking at or change the direction of something you're doing. Then we have the first chakra, the root chakra, Archangel Michael. So this is our root chakra in so many ways, because this is your primary development, your childhood development, and then growing from just kind of the base of who you are in new directions. I feel like you're growing out and you're growing into new directions, and I feel like you have to let your ambition can't outshine what is, and you have to allow what is to grow in its own way so that you can fully appreciate it as it grows, and then work within whatever it is growing into. Okay, Uranus is going to create a trine to these transits here. That's why I have them there. So this is your social life. I feel like you are doing a big purge, continually doing a big purge of your social life. In 2020, especially 2019 in December, Jupiter is going to move in from Sagittarius into Capricorn, and that's going to start aspecting Uranus really quickly in December this year. That's going to be an influx of people. So the majority of the purge is happening before December, and that's letting go of people who don't reflect who you truly are inside, people who hold you back from the connections that you're supposed to make. So you're revamping things, and I think the answer is tweaking. I feel like you get tired, and I feel like at a certain point you don't know when things will end. There's a dissatisfaction with the way things are. There's the thinking man. This could be you in some way really trying to figure out what is the best path and what is the best direction to take. I feel like you're maybe confronted with the same kind of energy as you have been before, in the sense that somebody has iced you out, somebody has ghosted you. There's a lack of reciprocity emotionally from a relationship that is established, and it's getting in your head, frankly. I think it's getting in your head, like thinking like, why is it the way it is? I think it's because your compass is sort of messed up. You're choosing the wrong people to talk to in some way. And I think this communication, this is brothers and sisters too. So if you have problematic relationships or aspects of your relationships with your brothers or sisters that are problematic, cousins as well, this is the time to kind of look at them, reconstruct them. The next message is strength. Okay, so I feel like you take a big leap forward, and I don't know if this is going to be for the exact 7 years. I don't feel like it's going to be that long for you, but I think that you're going to take a big leap forward and take a chance in some direction kind of on your own, because I think that you're going to be fed up with being with someone who isn't resonating for you, who's icing you out, and all of this stuff is not going to, it's not any better than being alone. In fact, it's kind of worse, because then you're liable to somebody else's whims, or when they do want to talk, those kinds of things. I feel like there's a message of really needing to allow relationships to grow before you make a definition to yourself or to them about what the nature of the relationship is, how to define them. Allow people to surprise you at this time. Allow people to reform how you feel about them. Give them a shot. Give them a chance to prove a different aspect of who they are. And also situations. This isn't just people. Situations. Allow them to show you a different side of who they are, so that you can think about building foundations with them in new directions. I think that tweaking is going to help you to stay away from discouraging circumstances and situations where people are just not going to bring to you the type of energy that you're bringing to them. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. All my monthly readings are in monthly Vimeos down below and on your playlist, so go check those out. Vimeo is how you guys can sponsor me, so go into the Vimeo and rent one or rent all for the current month that you're watching in. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Have a wonderful transit. Take care. Bye.